Ну чё, будем продолжать, пока не вырубимся. Так, мы немного вкачались. Да. Но, если честно, немного. Потому что если не жрать тут всех подряд, то как-то с опытом тут очень туго. Пиздец, как туго. А за жратву всех подряд игра наказывает. Я даже не знаю, как к этому относиться. Эй! Че ты прям перед моей рожей ты появился? Тебе вообще не стыдно? Нихера себе он ловкий. Так, что мы можем вкачать? Блин, обидно, что я не тот топорик вкачал. Как бы разобрать говно всякое. Но нет, нельзя. Ща меня этот говнюк-то. Нихера себе. Мудил. Ну вот вас-то тут не хватало, блять, то... Сука! Я не понимаю, это тут сложность такая средняя, или я так дерьмово играю? Или то, что я пытаюсь более пацифистически играть, не понимаю. По идее, чем больше сдохнет в районе монстров, ой, людей наоборот, тем тяжелее эти монстры. Более высокого левела, я так понял, они. Поэтому даже если бы я бы качнулся, то по этой логике я бы все равно сосал. Да как он увернулся? Я прям в него же, блядь. Ты соси. Гандоны. О, как же они меня. Что это за страшный звук? Что за звуки? Так, пускай они сражаются между собой немножко. Интересно, им в мозг вообще не приходит, что коли я этих диких хуев рублю, то я, если не хороший, то по крайней мере со мной можно договориться. Блять, вот. Вот тебя тут, блять, не хватало только. Вот откуда ты вылез, тварь? Да блять, а вот как же вовремя-то. Блять, и опыта за них нихуя не дают. Блять, 20 опыта за этого хуя, который меня чуть не это. Чуть не поимел во все щели. А кто ты такая? А.
Good evening.
It's far.
Don't you
Faith,
no doubt
blessed be your generosity, my son.
I have had enough for tonight. Goodbye.
Кто из них поэт, я уже не помню. По-моему, он и есть поэт. Так, ну... По крайней мере, у меня этот есть. Кровь и полностью здоровье восстановилось. Хоть какая-то от этих дерьмовых говнарей польза.
Good evening. And good evening. Do you need I understand.
The nutrition of my mind is more important than my physical.
I'll leave you alone, sir.
Come on, we can sort it out, right?
It's not my call, but you again.
Can I offer you?
Keep you.
There is a... All right.
Две 700 за него дают.
May I
I
ask?
do.
According
Not for
this part...
totally.
Goodbye, Mr. Peterson.
Cheap price, good. Fancy bar.
You never lose... Right then.
Fancy bar.
You never... Right then.
Так, купили это.
Fancy bar.
You never... Joe Peterson. He's the villain here, isn't he? But you seem to know each other.
I'd known Joe for years. I saw him box once or twice. He was a friend then. But these days, he's just another thug.
What can you tell me about Mr. Peterson? Besides his behavior toward you, obviously.
Colossus Joe was a decent boxer, good one even. But after his wife passed away, he found every excuse to stop training. Just wanted to pick fights with everyone.
Without making excuses for him, it's safe to say that despair can poison even the sanest mind.
We've all had some rough times, ain't we? But most of us don't use our fists to see us through.
And no one...
Nobody will be fool enough to stand again.
What do you know of Harry Peterson? The boy seems so fragile. Not like his father at all.
Harry's a good boy, but he spends most of his time complaining. He's had it tough, all right, but he needs to grow a pair.
What troubles him exactly?
But despite being his father's son, almost everything, I think. He never wanted to come to Whitechapel in the first place. Hates this place more than most of us.
Do you need help?
To be honest,
I don't...
really.
Goodbye for now, Mr.
You again.
Goodbye, Mr. Peterson. Good evening, Harry. May I come in?
Sure. Sure. Even my dreams are soaked with gloom.
So,
I'm not bothered.
Так, что у нас там? Опыт 700.
your father and Mr. Lewis used to be good friends. What happened, Harry?
I was young then. I don't remember Mr. Lewis ever coming back again after my mother died. Or was it after my father started bullying him? I don't know.
Have you tried speaking to Mr. Lewis about it?
I don't go out often, but yes. And he scolded me and told me to leave him alone. I guess my father frightens him too much.
But you are not responsible for your father's actions.
Am I not? Dad always says that he joined that gang for my safety. So if I wasn't born, people wouldn't be worrying about Colossus Joe.
Would it ease tensions with your father if he got an honest job? Because he tried, you know.
I can't say. I'd be glad if he dropped his thuggish activities, but I'm not sure it would be enough.
Why is that?
Sometimes I suspect it's me, Dr. Reed. Or it's this life. It's like I can't find my place.
Have you any recent news of Nurse Crane and her dispensary?
Nobody dares to enter the dispensary now.
Goodbye, young man. Take care of yourself.
Even my dreams are soaked with gloom.
So,
I'm not bothered.
goodbye, young man. Take care of yourself.
Even my dreams are soaked with gloom.
Cheap price, good quality. Fancy buy.
You never... Goodbye for now, Mr. Lewis.
Так, где этот громила Джота?
I should never have taken up my father's business.
Так, куда надо встать-то, чтобы о нем побольше узнать? Туда куда-нибудь? Ага, вот оно место. Они...
So you only hurt people because you care about me? Is that it?
Don't be such a brat. I do what I must to provide us with food and medicine, that's all.
Mum would never have let you bully an old friend like Mr. Lewis. Shame on you.
Harry, I'm your father and I love you. But don't you ever speak to me like that again.
What? You're gonna beat me too?
Jesus. Give me patience.
Че, он свою жену убил?
I'll come back when only one person's in.
You again?
Why is your relationship with your son so difficult?
Harry and I are so different. Sometimes I wonder if he's my own blood. Seems he's ashamed to be my son.
Why not change that then? If you used your strength to do good, perhaps Harry wouldn't feel that way about you.
How dare you tell me what I should or shouldn't do with my boy? Who the fuck are you to interfere like that?
I don't doubt your motives. I'm certain you simply wish...
I don't think I like your attitude, sir.
I'd like to see you try, Colossus Joe. In the meantime, are you sure I can't be of any help to your son? I am a doctor, remember?
Never. Harry's complicated. Fragile.
Goodbye, Mr. Peterson.
Так,
Good evening, Harry. May I come in?
Sure. Sure.
Is there only pain and suffering in this world?
So, may I...
I'm not bothered.
and your father have a difficult relationship, Harry. Tell me, did he ever hurt you?
No, never. My father can be brutal and rude, violent even. But he never touched an hair on my
Так,
head.
пора менять чашу.
What is going on between you two then?
It's his job, if you can call it a job. He bullies people. Men and women we know, like poor Mr. Lewis. It's just not right.
Goodbye, young man. Take care of yourself.
Бред.
Is there only pain and suffering in this world?
Блин, я этого... Этот меня не пускает, этому совсем плохо. Блин, он же помрет, да, скоро? Блин, этому тоже уже нехорошо. Где мне взять эти сраные рецепты? Ого, так, что у нас с... Что она противная орёт. Блин, как же она лупит, а? Блять, я почти добил ее. Да. Далековато я очнулся, блин.
An angel made flesh, I tell you.
Hello again. Very well.
I don't have your money.
Come on, Barrett, you know the game. You pay for peace of mind.
Can't you just look the other way this week, Joe? Come on, we can sort it out, right?
It's not my call, Barrett. You pay one way or another.
Please, Joe. How long have we known each other? We even used to be...
Да, за них пиздец как много опыта дают. Блять, не так клавиш. А, да блять, как я так сдох-то? Блин, даже не знаю.
Joe, please, I don't have your money.
Come on, Barrett, you know the game. You pay for this.
Блин. Да тварь, а. Да. Ну чё ты там орёшь-то? Вот же ж тварь все-таки смогла. Да, блять, тут зажали. Почему, когда они дэшатся, они могут прям сквозь меня продэшиться? Я сквозь них продэшиться не могу.
You pay for peace of mind.
Can't you just look the other way this week, Joe?
Блин, за этих вообще всего 10 дают. Да блять, а. Да сдохни ты уже. Вот тебя-то тут и не хватало все это время, а. Я-то думал, а. Ага. О. Ну, напоследок подгадила. О. Что там про талон на медосмотр? Да, надо это, пойти к цветочнице, может.
Quality. Come on, take a look. Don't be afraid.
It's locked, all right.
Так, а где цветочек? А, вот она.
Hello again, miss. You don't seem to need my medical opinion. Very well. Goodbye then.
Ладно, для нее хотя бы 1000 очков опыта отсыпали. И на том спасибо. Теперь мне еще как-то и до порта надо добраться, хер знает как.
Can't you just look the other way this week, Joe? Come on, make it.
Cordial can be the answer to all your problems, as long as you have the money.
Good evening, Mr. Petrescu. What are you doing here?
I could ask you the exact same question, Mr. Doctor. Now leave me alone.
Tell me everything you know about Camellia, the mute florist.
I do not believe in the afterlife, Doctor, but I'm on...
I heard what happened to Nurse Crane. How do you feel, Mr. Petrescu?
Everything was going well until you arrived. Dorothea helped people and will be sorely missed.
Maybe you should consider the bigger picture. We may not have the same approach, but my priority is the safety of London's citizens.
So you put an end to the operation. Did you put an end to Dorothea as well?
You seem to have a lot on your chest, sir. What's wrong?
I heard you are a famous surgeon. Tell me, what did you do to Dorothea? She was so bright, so clever. Then you made her an empty shell.
I didn't use drugs or medical trickery, Mr. Petrescu. All I did was talk to Nurse Crane. I promise you.
But what happened to her then? After you left, she did not even recognize me. Then she was careless and sick, and I had to flee.
What do you plan to do now that Nurse Crane is gone?
Sure. Strange men came to see me after Dorothea's death, with strange weapons and very odd stories.
What kind of stories?
Stories all Romanian children know. It was as if I was home again. Vampires, Mr. Doctor. Vampires.
Хороший
You
вопрос.
believe them? Aren't you too old to hold a weapon or listen to scary stories?
Yes, I am old and alone and will die soon, but if these stories are true, maybe I have found myself another cause.
Are you living on...
And why not? Those who believe they'll be safe behind walls are blind.
What about your house?
My house is always open to any poor soul needing a roof. All my work here is lost now that Dorothea is gone, thanks to you.
Why are you so aggressive?
I remember the night you came here and convinced me to open my door to you, sir. I'd like to punch you right on your chops.
Goodbye, Mr. Petrescu.
Death is all around us. This city.
А, этот дурацкий этот, который надо...
I can't believe I'm doing this.
Блин, может реально не надо было ее гипнотизировать, а надо было что-то другое сделать с ней. Ну, теперь уже плохо.
It's locked.
А как я туда попадал? Или я туда не попадал, а это на карте автоматом нарисовалось убежище для меня.
I have this thirst for blood.
Какой респектабельный джентльмен и роется в помойках.
I cannot enter.
Вот, что-то и должно быть. Или я уже тут все собрал? Странно. Блин, выглядит, как будто тут секретка какая-то. Но я ни черта тут толкового не вижу. Может, на потолке тоже ни хера дверь не открывается. Наверное, тут можно будет за кем-нибудь подсмотреть.
Over there! There's one of them vermin! Grenade! Kill it!
Fuck you, bastards. 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 Блин, ладно.
The flower's dying. It needs water.
Блин, я его так и не могу сделать. О, ну наконец. Может, палец попробовать? Можно и палец попробовать.
Good evening, Nurse Hawkins.
Good.
Do you need...
I'm afraid I've contracted some...
Not under my watch.
Thank you.
Goodbye, Nurse Hawkins. Hello again, Mr. Blight.
Good evening, Dr. Reed. You doing your rounds as usual?
Do you need...
Afraid so. In the war.
Throughout history, some diseases have done more damage.
You're working at the Pembroke Hospital, aren't you?
Goodbye, Mr. Blight. Take care of yourself. Good evening.
Evening,
Goodbye, Mr. Thatcher. Try to take...
Блин, его лицо напоминает какого-то актера. Не могу вспомнить какого. Ну, сейчас попробуем этой херней махать. А есть кто из нежити? Куда вы все пропали? То появляются как мудилы, когда они мне нахер не нужны. То теперь, когда я хотел потренироваться на кошках, они куда-то все пропали. Блин, почему я не могу делать от Brain Diseases-то полезней? Лекарств, в смысле.
No evil. We do the Lord's work here.
Die, vermin!
Да блин.
That leech is fast! We have to stop it!
Блин, а эта штука мне нравится, в отличие от кассы. Да блин.
Best stay back, sir. He's mine! Oh!
Блин, она и бьет быстро.
It's on him! It's on him!
Ох ты ж тварь, а. Похилялись немножко. Чё со скоростью? Чё у нее реально... Так, погодите, а чем больше скорость, тем лучше или тем хуже? А, чем больше, тем лучше. Неплохо так. Не сказать, чтобы легче, но бодрее как-то.
I hope the rumors about Clay are true. Otherwise...
I can't believe I'm doing this.
Сейчас попробуем эту сраную биту улучшить. Если получится, попробуем. Обычная шиповная палец, да? Чё, оглушение или урон? Так. Три на 15. Типа у нас... уже не могу. Типа это 20% что ли выходит? Ну да, походу дела, это на 10 увеличивает урон, а это на 20 оглушение увеличивает. Особое свойство парирования у этой. Что с моими глазами-то? Почему они, когда я смотрю в этом, но выглядит нормально? Типа я плохой стал или чё? О, вот она. Вот они, еще парочка, которых я не нашел. Привет, чувак.
Hello, boy.
Hello. Good evening.
Did I scare you? You have nothing to fear from me.
No, it's just that people prefer to avoid me.
Well, I won't. I'm a doctor.
My name is Rufus, sir. Rufus Kingsbury.
Are you
I don't have it.
So you have no hope?
No. I mean, yes.
You should be careful, Rufus. There are things that lurk in the shadows of this city. Things that prey on the lonely and the desperate.
I've known worse. I'm not all alone. I have Mrs. Fishburne. She's been very kind to me.
Why do you think she's so considerate?
I can't say, sir. I guess she's a good soul. Sometimes it's like she replaces the mother I lost, even if we're not related.
Так. Надо положить угольки срочно, пока оно совсем не прогорело, а то придется идти ставить. Как бы уже не пришлось идти ставить угольки. Да блин, что падаешь? Ну чё ты падаешь? Давай ставь. О. уголек нормально не ставить. Придется ложить. А блин, как-то поставил, все сойдет, надеюсь.
What can you... It's all about staying out of trouble.
Why do people avoid you?
They call me Rufus the Curse. Around here, I'm a bit of a bad luck child.
Have you ever thought...
Where else would I go? At least I know these streets and some people around here. This is my city, for better or worse.
Разносить заразу пойдет.
What do you do?
I listen to the news on the docks, sir.
Do you have a job?
It's hard to work, what with my head and all. Since I was a boy, I've always had trouble remembering what I do and why I do it.
What do people...
Things have been tense between the wet boot boys and the communists. They both feel they should run the docks.
Что-то я тут коммунистов не видал.
Do you know a man?
Sorry, sir. I don't know a lot of folks around here.
Well, I don't think you should talk to him. He may be...
Thanks for the tip. You might want to check the turquoise turtle.
So long, Rufus. Be careful. Good evening, madam. I'm Dr. Reed. Could I come in?
Why? What do you want?
I work at the Pembroke Hospital. I'm investigating the flu epidemic in this
И
area.
переносит ее.
Oh, the Spanish flu. Well, that's quite liberal of you, Doctor. But this is no time to be knocking at people's doors.
The disease takes away the good people too, madam. Why not let me in?
It's Mrs. Fishburne. Stella Fishburne. And yes, indeed. Why not let a doctor in? I'm not sure the epidemic is what worries people most these days. So you have questions about the flu, then?
Yes, among other things.
Forgive my rudeness at the door. It's just my son doesn't like strangers coming in the house.
The orphan that regards you as a mother. Please tell me about him, Stella.
You mean Rufus? I wish I could do even more for the poor boy. Most people are so selfish.
But you're not.
Years may have passed, but I haven't forgotten how it feels to go through days with nothing but an empty stomach.
How is...
Life is up.
Do you...
Don't know.
Violence...
And self...
May I ask what you...
Since my husband died, I worked at the Dawson Road.
Did your husband...
Oh no. My Jack was a docker. He died when my Seymour was just a lad. The poor boy saw his dad slip and fall from that scaffolding.
How do you pay the...
My Seymour works at the docks, just like his dad. He's very...
Goodbye, Miss... It's locked, all right.
Eyes in the back of that head, sir. Gentlemen are easy targets in these parts.
Так, обкрадем бедную старушку. Так, что у нас тут? Это тут надо искать, да? И где здесь может быть этот сраный? Где может быть этот? Угу. Ясно, понятно. Здесь его нету, я думаю.
Good evening. What? Surely you must...
Sure. I wanted things.
Sounds like you were...
No, sir. I was an anarchist and I believe that exclusive property is a robbery in nature. I wanted a new world to rise from the ashes, Dr. Reed.
Ага. А то есть коммунист не
Do you really think
идеалист.
the world is that bad?
No, I believe we all can choose to make it better. But most of us are too weak, too corrupt and too guilty. I failed for sure, but others will come.
I want to know more about your past as an anarchist, Dyson.
I'm still an anarchist, Doctor, make no mistake. I just reject violence as a tool to change the world, unlike my comrades.
Do you still see your comrades, then? Even if you don't agree with their methods anymore, I mean.
No. I hope they'll come to share my point of view one day. I'll raise my glass to that splendid idea.
Do you believe...
I do not believe in much anymore, Doctor. But I'll admit I like your idea of peaceful change. I like it a lot.
What do you do for a living?
I drink.
Why do you drink?
Maybe it's because I prefer dying slowly. Death can be so abrupt. Personally, I like to see mine coming at my own pace.
You sound very sad.
That's because I am.
Don't you work?
I'd love to, but I don't have the time. Didn't I tell you? Drink.
Is there anything...
How dare you say such a thing? I love this neighborhood.
No reason at all to rejoice, then?
Let me tell you a story.
Ну давай, историю.
Go on.
A few years ago, when I believed a resolute man could change things around here for good, a tragedy occurred nearby.
What kind of tragedy?
It was a bomb. A bomb that exploded and killed many people. Metal and blood everywhere. Shouts, fire, broken window of the shoe shop, the torn street light.
You lost people you loved that day, didn't you?
I've lost everything. But you know what the worst part is? I don't even remember where it happened. I've drunk so much to forget it, and now I can't remember where it was. I can't pay.
I'm sorry.
It's okay. If you ever find the place, just leave a flower for me there. Even if you tell me where it is.
Is there anything...
How dare...
Why are you...
Cynicism is the polite way.
Goodbye, Mr. Delaney.
Так, интересно, новое расследование мне дали. Забрать ожерелье, потерянное. О, тут есть еще одна лестница. А, ну, она ведет туда же. Так, у доктора я тут уже порылся.
sewer dog's fault, they say. Then the gangs, the epidemics, everyone's throwing the blame.
He's a bloody vampire.
Так, я опять каким-то образом случайно поставил метку. Забрать ожерелье. А где его забрать? Может, у нее... Нет, у нее этого сраного ожерелья нет. Любопытненько. А кто здесь что-то достал эту срань? Тут-то нету нигде. Блин, выглядит как проход в тоннеле. Но... Ага.
This is a slaughterhouse.
Интересно.
It's locked. From Seymour to my beloved mother Stella. Fishburne, that sneaky bastard.
Ага, то есть он типа врет матери, что работает в доках, а сам...
Good evening.
Yeah.
I have retrieved the gift for your mother, sir.
Great. Give it here then and take this for your trouble.
I also found the corpses. The ones under which you left the necklace, Mr. Fishburne.
Ah, so that's where I left it. I can be a bit stupid sometimes.
As a man of science, I'd like to try to understand why you killed those people.
Why does there need to be a reason? They were just there. It happened. That's all.
You're not a mindless animal, Seymour. Surely you have something to say about these murders. Speak up and I will listen without judgment.
Could be right, Dr. Reed. Maybe it'll do some good to confide in a gentleman like you. You being educated and all.
Так. Что у нас там? Разогревается уголек? Ощущением, да. Отлично.
Tell me about your victims, Seymour. Who were they? Why them? Was there a link?
Why should there be? They just kept getting on my nerves at the worst times, that's all.
How many?
It's not like I keep records. It happens when it happens.
You feel nothing, do you?
You seem pretty calm yourself, don't you?
We're not talking about me.
All right. Well, our calm's the only thing we have in common then.
Did you take pleasure in killing them, Seymour? All those people, all those lives extinguished.
I take no pleasure from it. Just gives me peace. Stills the anger. For a time.
This rage you feel, Have you ever been able to control it? Resist it?
I tried. For my mum, I tried for her. Telling the truth made me feel better. For a while.
Чё? Какую правду?
Don't you think you should seek help? Talk to someone you trust, someone who cares about you.
No. And don't dare speak about me to your colleagues either. Keep your mouth shut tight. Especially about my mum.
Why is your mother protecting you, Seymour?
I'm her son. She's the only one who knows me. Sometimes I think she knows me better than I know myself.
I understand you love her. But can't you see the awful situation you put her in?
Do you think my mum would have a better life if I were dead? She seems so sad to know me sometimes.
I understand your mother's situation. Obtaining justice at the price of betraying her own flesh. It's quite a dilemma.
It might be my mum's wish that I end up swinging from a hangman's noose. But she wouldn't want to be the one who ties a knot round my neck.
Интересно. За него немало опыта дают. Ага, но нужен 3-й уровень гипноза.
Goodbye, Mr. Fishburne.
Любопытненько, любопытненько. Так, больше узнать о горожане. Хорошо. Сейчас мы что-нибудь узнаем.
Stupid brat is gone. Good. Was tired of the maggot always hanging around our house anyway.
My God, Seymour. Have you hurt the boy?
Of course not. Why do you care so much about that cockroach? Do I need to talk to rats to get some attention too?
Don't be so childish. You know I love you, Seymour.
But you worry more about that stupid maggot.
Don't speak about him that way. Rufus has always been the kindest boy.
Yeah? Unlike your real son, right?
Так, куда делся Руфус? Он где-то тут же был. Так, но он вроде жив.
Good evening, Mrs. Fishburne. May I come in, please?
Of course. Dr. Reed. Please don't stay too long, sir. What can I do?
Your son's gone way beyond simply bullying people. He has a taste for blood, and you know it, don't you, Stella?
One night, he told me straight up, in his own words. It was several days after one of his episodes.
Why did he confess? Did you suspect something?
No. I guess he wanted his old mum to help him fight his, demons.
Did Seymour tell...
More than I could stand. The words he used to...
Ну-ка,
Tell me about these demons Seymour needs your help to fight.
посмотрим.
Seymour used to be such a happy child. And he is still a helping son most of the time. But when he gets angry, he can hardly contain his rage.
All men and women are born innocent, Mrs. Fishburne. But there can be...
Do you think he can be cured, Doctor? Do you think something can extinguish this rage inside my Seymour?
Science has only just begun to investigate the mysteries of the human mind. Currently, we have more assumptions than fact.
There ain't no hope then. Somehow, somewhere, my son has turned into a monster, and nothing will bring him back.
Stella, I know you are ashamed of your son's crimes. So why do you protect Seymour?
I can't report my own son, can I? Not a burden I could bear.
Burden? How do you mean?
They'd hang him for sure. I won't send my only son to his death.
I'm convinced you raised Seymour the best you could.
If someone ever found the courage to speak to the police, I will take...
Так, ну в полицию-то мы идти
Goodbye,
не
miss.
собираемся. Но нужен 3-й уровень. Так, куда делся мелкий паренек? Вот он, да?
So love to gaze at them.
Evening, Rufus.
Evening, Mr. Reed.
Rufus, tell me what you really think.
Seymour, he just scares me. A lot. Actually, he scares many people round here, even big fellows.
You mean his brutality is infamous, even in this shady part of town? That's impressive.
Yes, sir. How someone like that can be related to Mrs. Fishburne, well, it beggars belief.
The patience of a mother for her child knows no limits. None of us would be here otherwise.
You're right. And I certainly didn't mean any disrespect to the woman who takes such good care of me.
Любопытно.
Do you need help?
A real doctor caring about me.
A real doctor treats everyone...
I don't know what to say. Thank you, sir. Thank...
1500. Ну, Руфуса мы убивать не будем. Но нужен 3-й уровень для того, чтобы убить того мудака.
It's locked.
Так, ну что, попробуем. Ща попробуем долбануть.
Another disgusting... It's an eat!
Так, отступаем. Так, блять. Тихо. Тихо. Лечимся. Хиляемся. Все. Good.
The wounds on this corpse are deep. The result of rabid rage.
Круто.
If this is Sean's doing, he's become
С
a
первого
murderous
раза.
beast.
Ну как с первого? В этот раз с первого раза. В прошлый раз я об этого говнюка, конечно, побился башкой. Дело на самом деле, кстати, не в прокачке, а в том, что я оружие нормальное взял. Эта дубинка хороша, ее вкачать еще немного. Так, а тут... А, во, сундучок есть маленький. А что для нее, кстати, чтобы ее вкачать надо? Ага, часть обычной рукоятки. Всего лишь. Нужны. Хорошо. Обычный, так обычный. Так, а вы... Блин, ну вот что за...
Over there! There's one of them vermin!
Не получилось.
Shit, that leech is fast!
И чё? Я теперь туда не могу забраться из-за того, что они сагрились на меня. Куда ты пропал-то? Хана тебе, чувак, что можно сказать. Шумно тут что-то. Упс. Не покушали. Чё орёте-то? Что так орать-то, спрашивается?
Ain't safe here for a gent. Over there!
Бля, что-то это оружие просто. Так, наши разведчики обнаружили в районе доков Исенда некого Ихауда Драгморта. Возможно, вы видели, как он патрулирует окрестности по ночам, утверждая, что он специалист по истреблению вампиров. Этот человек самозванец, он даже не мошенник, ведь он не берет плату за работу, но при этом понятия не имеет, о чем говорит. Если он предложит вам сотрудничать или провести совместную охоту, откажитесь и отпустите его. Боюсь, кровососом этот человек не более чем приманка. Да вы чё? А то я не догадался. Так, ну ладно. Да ладно тебе, чё ты? Вот ты в первый раз жрёшь этих крыс. Мог бы уже и привыкнуть, если честно. Так, а куда это я выперся? И там ходят патрули. Мне и так норм. Мне и так норм. Так, это булочная. Так, надо еще один положить уголек, учитывая, что кальян неплохо. Кальян еще не собирается выдыхаться. Значит, нужен еще один огонь. Уголь. Да блин, закрываюсь. Во. Так. Что у нас тут? Идем по кровавому следу дальше, да? О, этот чувак здесь. Привет, чувак.
Good evening, Mr. Throgmorton.
Dr. Reed.
You've never faced, let alone killed a vampire.
No, I'm not. I may embellish the truth concerning my achievements, but I'm totally dedicated to my quest.
You mix your beliefs with myths. In the end, you're no better than the other lunatics howling at the moon.
Well, that's not true, sir. I've already faced one of these creatures.
Oh, really? And you're still alive?
Рыжуху?
We did not actually fight. I let it go.
What do you mean?
I entered the vampire's den. The stench was terrible. I was ready to kill it. But then I saw it. Just a suffering soul like you and me. I spared.
Он рыжуху интересно встретить.
Tell me about the vamp.
It was... She was a girl. Her body was a mess. I could see pus running from the deep wound. She was crying in pain.
You cared about her. That's what defines.
Почему он решил, что это вампир?
Yes, but she was a truly evil creature. I'm haunted by the tragedies she caused ever since I spared her.
What can you...
Did you hear about what happened to Jack Gillingham?
It's impossible to protect everyone.
But it's my duty. I am convinced Jack Gillingham...
So...
I patrol late at night.
Can I?
Actually, yes. I plan to put up posters to alert the population to the vampire threat.
Are you asking me to pay...
If you wouldn't mind. If you did...
How do you identify?
It's simple, really. They can't stand daylight. They're afraid of garlic and holy symbols. They also cannot enter a house without being invited.
Have you ever killed one of these creatures? Yourself?
Of course I have. What kind of question is that? It's a dirty business, believe me.
Ну, что-то он по игровой вселенной это. Так.
Goodbye.
Уровень сопротивления у него неплохой, между прочим. Классный плакат. Я так понимаю, отсылка к какому-то антикоммунистическому плакату. Блин, не видно, кто там. Так, а что у нас с расследованием? Так, а что в плакатах написано, между прочим? Ну давайте расклеим, почему бы и нет. Где их надо расклеивать?
It's hard enough to cover the docks by myself.
А, я не выбрал квест. А, так тут недалеко, надо расклеить, а то... Я так понимаю, вся идея в том, что когда я начну их клеить, будут вылезать какие-нибудь...
Better go home, sir.
Блин, опять маркер сам по себе поставился. Я думаю, в местах, где их клеить, будут вылезать какие-нибудь говнюки. В каких местах клеить? Нет, это сжечь. Я сжигать их не хочу. Я хочу их реально расклеить. Why not? Why not? Он в мусорке роется. Нахлобучили немножко мусорного вампира. Блин, чуваки, вы не... Чуваки, вы не видите, что я антивампирские плакаты развешиваю? Не, вас это, ну, как бы, не наводит на мысли, что я не вампир? Видимо, нет. Ладно. Помародерствовали, хватит, надо плакаты плакаты развешивать. У меня кончилась сила, блин. Блин, и кровь у меня что-то как-то это... Так, а где еще этот плакат надо повесить? Не, а плакат-то куда вешать? Ни хера не понимаю. По логике он должен висеть. Херня какая-то, как обычно. Ладно, пойдем поищем дальше.
Informing London's inhabitants of the presence of vampires. What does that make me? A double or a triple agent?
О, вот доска, чё я сразу не заметил.
Steady, boys! We've got one of them. We have to stop it! Die, vermin! He's too fucking...
Ой, кровушку восстановили, отлично. Блин.
Done. Mr. Throgmorton should be happy.
Так, лут-то собрать. Сейчас бы улучшить этот. Это оружие. Понеслась. Так, он где-то тут должен шататься.
Good evening, Mr. Throgmorton.
Dr. Reed, can I be of any assistance? Have you noticed anything suspicious lately?
I put up your public service announcement. Consider the common folk warned about the vampiric presence.
Thank you, Dr. Reed. You may not realize it, but you saved a great many lives today.
Do you really think they could be useful?
See the sad saint of the East End? How a single man can help so many people? I consider myself the discreet protector of these men and women.
Забавно. Так, 4000 за него дают. Ну.
Goodbye, and good hunting, Mr. Throgmorton.
О, ты кто такая?
Good evening, miss. I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed. May I have your attention for a minute?
Good evening, sir. My name is Giselle Paxton. But I don't have time for men like you.
Have we met before?
No. But I just need to look at your fancy clothes to know that you must be desperate to visit the docks at night.
That's quite judgmental.
Sir, I've led enough strikes when I had a job to identify you as an enemy of the
О, это
working
коммунисты.
class.
You speak of strikes and class.
You bet I am. Well, I was. Nowadays, I'm just another worker blacklisted by the big companies.
You lost your job because of your beliefs.
Those bastards really hate a worker who refuses slave wages and unsafe conditions, especially when it's a woman.
Isn't the whole...
A few nights back, I lost the money my companions had asked me to hide. With me and my sister being penniless, they thought I stole it.
What really happened?
I drank too much that night. Strange men saw me count the money in that bar. Some sort of militia in uniform. I'm sure they robbed me.
А нахера ты напивалась? Блин, я не...
I'm killing myself scraping for a living.
As I told you, I'm...
Oh, a doctor. Born with money in a nice house, were we? Was Daddy a banker or a doctor himself?
Why such hatred?
Course I am. Fuck, you're so blind. You don't even see your privilege. Lazy people like you disgust me.
What can you...
Tell you what, just...
If you have something to...
Oh. You want information instead? Well, here's some for you. Giselle Paxton does not like you at all, Doctor.
You don't know me.
Your manners, your...
Oh no, Miss Paxton, you really don't know me.
All right. Okay.
Так. Интересно. Но ее мы тоже убивать, конечно же, не будем.
Goodbye, Miss Paxton.
А вообще она такое ощущение, как будто в лазарете. И было похоже, что она работает. Я думал, она... будет ко мне более лояльной.
Good evening, miss. I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed.
A fancy doctor lurking at night by the...
And what about you? Working...
You want to know my secret? I'm trying to earn money. And I'm Lottie Paxton, by the way.
Is it...
As long as I have good legs.
Are you...
Mr. Hampton's night asylum is our new home.
What can you tell me?
It's just the nickname of Sean Hampton.
What...
It may be a...
You really think...
No. I think you had better stay and help as many people as you can. Just avoid the wet boot boys. Those bastards are worse than the epidemic.
Which...
Well, the gangs, the thieves, the drunks, the jobless. A man with your fancy clothes will attract a lot of attention.
Well, I am not someone so easily intimidated.
Glad to hear that. And if you get into trouble, you can always seek help at Sean Hampton's shelter. No one would dare to be violent there.
Любопытно. Так, пока все здоровы.
I know I promised you I'd make everything right, Mum. But it's not been that simple.
People are still working at this time while you're...
Так, а чё, кстати, про район, где я убил? Все очень плохо, да? Я еще и невралгию, и мигрень не умею лечить. Они тоже скоро, судя, вот этот, скорее всего, после ночи помрет. О, привет. I can see you. Но пока не могу пройти к тебе, блин. Забавно, что у них деньги просто так валяются. Так. Он где-то за стеной. Да? Я вижу следы крови. А вот чего я не вижу, так это прохода туда. Наверное, вниз надо спуститься, да? Ща мы поищем лут какой-нибудь заодно. Да. Тут только лут и тот унылый. Может, надо как-то открыть проход туда? О, в мусорке покопаемся. Опа, интересно. Мисс Пактон. Недавно я узнал, что убежище в Хэмптоне уже несколько месяцев. И денег и поддержки любого рода. Если не получу от вас положительного ответа, то буду вынужден. Мои парни всегда получают то, что... Ну, короче... Собираются эти говнюки на них напасть. О, вон же дверь.
Glad to see.
Lottie, tell me about the wet boot.
Edwina Cox wanted me to provide her with information about Mr. Hampton's resources. I refused.
Is that dangerous?
Fuck them and their lies. They claim they protect the interests of the neighborhood, but they are just greedy parasites like all the rest.
I respect your courage.
Dr. Reed, you know how to make a girl blush. I am glad you came to the docks, whatever your real reasons are.
Да.
Goodbye, Miss Paxton.
Ну пока тихо, ладно. О, пойдем с Шоном говорить. А скорее всего убивать. Ой, еще полутаем нищебродов. Вообще... Так, а ты адекватен вроде.
Why the long face, Doctor?
It looks like we both have changed a lot. I must confess, it saddens me.
Put your faith in the Lord, Doctor. He has a plan for all of us. We may not always see it.
Ну чё, если он
Since you
достаточно...
left Pembroke, the amount of blood that has been shed, it's hard to believe you, Sean.
Ask what you will. As the Lord is my shepherd, I will not speak a lie to you.
Aren't you afraid of what you've become?
We are blessed, Doctor. Can't you see it? The Lord has made us able to walk amongst the plague and aid those that need it.
А питаться ты чем будешь?
Do you think this is a blessing when God's own house and holy symbols repel you?
If that is your burden, Doctor, so be it. But I do not fear the cross, nor am I forced to take the life of another. My kind doesn't share your
А какой твой kind?
But you must drink blood now to survive.
No, not your scripture. Whoso eateth my flesh and drinketh my blood hath eternal life, and I will raise him up at the last day. So saith the Lord. I only need to eat flesh, no blood.
Это отсылка к той чувихе, по ходу дела, из Vampire the Masquerade, которая... Как же ее? Пиша, кажется, которая в морге сидела. Реально, даже глаза такие же. И... По ходу дела, эти как... Ну, короче, он выглядит действительно похоже.
Why return?
This is my home. These people are my flock. You will always find me where I am needed.
Ну, а почему он Скали, если он это?
Wonders never cease. Skal managing an asylum.
And what of you? A vampire doctor? Meals laid out before you. Yet you restrain.
And what about William Bishop? He tried to take care of you. But this hunger, this thirst, cannot be restrained.
Alas, poor William. He had a good soul, but was weak in spirit. He could not shake the thirst for booze, never mind blood. But have faith. My will is far stronger than his.
Why did you kill Miss Jones at the Pembroke Hospital?
Killed old Harriet? You must be mad, Doctor. Why would I do such a thing?
But you were close to her.
Of course. But she was lost, separated from the fold. She did not see the hand of the divine in my blessed condition.
So you claim Miss Jones' death was not by your hand, nor the other incidents at Pembroke?
Though Harriet was an angry, spiteful woman, she was one of God's creatures. I have nothing but love for all he has made.
People have been murdered. I've seen the blood. I don't believe you can be trusted.
Have a little faith, Doctor. If you will follow, I will guide you to the light.
How do you plan to do that?
Take this key of the old sewers. The entrance is by the riverbank, south from here. There you'll find all the proof you need.
Мне любопытно, в общем-то.
Very well. You have definitely intrigued me. I hope you're right, Sean.
I'll be here when you return. If you still think I'm a threat then, well, I'll surrender myself to your judgment.
Еще один. Так, ну чё, пойдем. Вообще, если он держится адекватен, а не как остальные, то почему я должен его убивать? Так, а... О, где-то сзади есть. Так, а что у нас есть по расследованиям, а? Где место, где взорвалась бомба? Ну ладно, потом как-нибудь. Так, ищем вход в канализацию.
Get them weapons ready! We found one! Killer!
Чё-то там шум какой-то странный. Так, походу дела вот это вход в канализацию. Ну, пойдем в канализацию. Чё бы нет-то? Мне любопытно, что там. Вроде как сюжет опять на подъем пошел. Точнее, как он сюжет-то не опускался, но из-за того, что я застрял с этим. Как он называется там? Чуваком с огнеметом, мне было грустненько. Я лично думаю, что в конце просто этот говнюк на меня нападет, он меня хотел увести, чтобы его паства этого не заметил.
It's locked, all right.
Ну да, шорткат.
That doesn't work.
Что мы пытаемся делать? А, поднять решетку. Не уверен, зачем нам это надо. Ну, точнее, я понимаю, что это чтобы пройти вперед.
So that's it. These wheels control the water level.
Если я закрою, то уровень воды не изменится, понятно. Надо все вентили активировать. Чё, это не бьющиеся? Я не бьюсь? Бля, не бьющиеся. Ужас, ненавижу, когда так происходит. Хорошо, если я подниму уровень воды, то что случится? Хотя, по идее, мне его надо опустить бы. Но странно, если открыть затворку пошире, вода польется побольше, уровень опустится, бред. А, я могу еще одну закрыть.
That doesn't work.
Странно. Что я с этим говном могу сделать? Из пистолета расстрелять, что ли, надо? Ну ладно, сейчас возьмем пистолет, конечно. Чтобы было. О, мне новый пистолет дали. Ну, хер знаю. То есть мне надо попытаться обойти, что ли, и найти, как туда пробраться. Так, стоп, я, значит, пришел не отсюда.
It's locked.
Хорошо. Эта херня закрыта, это не работает. Может, выше я могу подняться? А, я могу сделать так. А я что-то не думал, что это... Что-то я не думал, что так сделать можно. Теперь типа уровень опустился, и я могу открыть эти ворота, да? Блин, а неужели такие после Первой мировой войны уже такие бункеры были? Что-то мне кажется, это немножко нереалистично. Мне казалось, такое после Второй и во время Второй мировой войны создавали. А, здесь я был. Блин, не признал с той стороны. Так. Ну, пойдем дальше. Чё? Меня заперли? А, нет. Интересно, тут может быть целое поселение разумных этих скалов, а не таких. А, тут может королева это будет.
I can't believe I'm doing this.
Так, а у меня не очень хорошо со здоровьем. Я что-то не заметил. Так, где тут еще? Оп.
This is despicable. I can't believe I'm doing this.
Прям как в старые добрые времена вампиров.
I cannot enter.
Еще один шорткат. Сколько ж тут? О! Сейчас поможем ему.
These maggots have escaped the wrath of Ascalon for too long. It is time to purge the sewers of their filth.
You again? The one they call the sewer dog?
Hold your tongue, newborn, or I'll crush you like a maggot.
You've let the beast consume you.
Finally! A touch of lucidity.
Чё?
Learn to respect the laws of Ascalon.
Какие нахуй законы Аскалона? Вы чё? Вы о чем вообще? Привет, Слайлинкс. Ну, как тебе правильно сказать? Не особо зашла, конечно. Ой, блин, опять зеваю уже к утру. Она, конечно, не особо зашла, но как бы, да, ежики плакали, кололись. Я просто на прошлом стриме, ну как на прошлом, он был сегодня перед тем, как я поработал, застрял на чуваке с огнеметом, потому что у меня было неправильное оружие, я не знал, что у меня есть хорошее оружие. Решил прокачаться, а после прокачки пошел работать. Ну, сейчас, соответственно, это... Ну, как бы больше по сюжету продвинулся, и тут веселее. Была отсылочка на Пишу из Vampire в Masquerade. Но побочные, как бы, да, побочные, все плохо. Так, я отвлекся, и меня сейчас нахлобучат. О, а можно так не делать? Блин. У меня тут нет удачи. Надо... Пора ехать в деревню. Давай ты подлечишься. О, у меня же есть вот такая штука. Я совсем о ней забыл. О, можно просто чисто... А еще у меня есть такая штука, да? Так... Блин, да, дай ты мне отхиляться. Ну все, тебе пизда. Блин. Оу. Не, ну у нас тут куча таких дач, но я-то просто переехал вообще на ПМЖ в деревню. Я тут это, застрял немножко. С карантинами со всеми, вот. Сейчас узнаю, что с тачкой. Если не получится на тачке ехать, то буду брать этот на поезд билет. Так. Так, вот эта херня с тем, что меня не загружает, а я воскрешаюсь, немножко напрягает в плане то, что у меня хилки уходят. Мои. Да блин. Да блин, ты со своими тенями задолбал, чувак. Не, у меня в деревне мобильный интернет стримы на 360 не вытягивал, только на 160. Там проблема не столько с каналом, сколько, видать, с пингами была. Сейчас я уже, когда уехал, подключил там нормальный нет. Так, где ты там потерялся? Блять, я тебя потерял. Где ты? О, не надо так делать. Мне больно же. О, мои кадры неуязвимости. Отруби ему голову-то. Чувак, он же воскреснет, если ты ему голову не отрубишь. Отруби ему голову, пожалуйста. Он же по сюжету обязательно воскреснет и будет мне пиздюлей опять давать в более сильной форме. Ну ладно.
It's locked.
Блин, еще один шорткат.
At least one skull escaped Fergal's wrath.
Так.
The poor creature is bleeding to death. He cannot be far.
Чуваки, тут разветвление. Вы так раньше не делали. Может, это шорткат? Странно, и там можно. И там кровь, и там кровь. Непонятно. Так, тут ничего нету, что ли? Так, странно. Блин, меня напрягает это разветвление.
How could he have made it this far? There's blood everywhere.
А, ну то есть это просто быстрый способ сюда попасть. Ну ладно. Так, пойду себе кваса налью. Так. Ну чё, сейчас сюжет будет.
This is our domain, not yours. You've been warned.
Wait, I saved you from this creature. That must count for something.
Thank you. Now go. Go back to the streets and houses. There's no love lost between us, vampire. But thank you.
Sean Hampton sent me here. I believe he wanted me to find you. Who are you?
If you must know, they call me Old Bridget, and this shelter is where we live.
I'm Jonathan Reed. I'm a newborn Ekon. I'm afraid I'm not sure what's going on.
I shall not bend a knee, young Ekon, but I sense your pain. Ask, and I will afford you my attention.
Why was that creature after you?
Fergal is the blunt instrument of the Ascalon Club. His masters would see us dead or turned into slaves if they had their way.
What the hell was that thing? He wasn't an Ekon or a Scowl.
They are known as Volkod, an ancient offshoot of immortals. Blood drives them, enrages them.
What
Опять
of
про
this
Скалом.
Club?
Vampire society's elite in the Empire. They make the rules and enforce their judgment upon us whom they see as lessers.
So was it you that Sean Hampton sent me to find?
Perhaps. The sad saint was always kind to us. He must trust you if he revealed our location.
Sean is a Scowl. All those I've encountered have been violent, crazed creatures. How can he be any different?
Maybe because he is the sad saint. Or perhaps because I am Old Bridget of the Sewer Skulls.
Sean killed a patient of mine. And that's just one of the murders he's being hunted for.
If you refer to Harriet, she is now among us and under our protection.
Sure.
Harriet Jones is alive. That's it. That's the proof Sean wanted me to find. I must talk to her.
No. Harriet is not alive. But you can speak to her. I must warn you. She is fragile and may not receive you warmly.
I don't understand.
She is filled with bile and hate. Her mind is sharp as a tack, but her body is so weak. I've never seen its like before. She is resting in a room on the far right of this hideout.
Thank you. I will bear that in mind.
Ладно. Эй, чё ты двигаешь этого чувака? Так, так это их район? Нет, это не их район.
We're at your mercy. Will you end us? Keep your distance, Echo.
Eternal gratitude for your protection, Master.
Какие-то они все равно не особо адекватные, мне кажется.
Old Bridget says you are one to trust.
Keep your distance, Echo.
Так, ну помародерствовать это святое.
I've not seen beyond these walls in such a long time.
Я правильно понимаю, что не часть иконов просто... О, тут есть комната отдыха. Опа. Ну-ка. Так. Интересно, это булава помощнее. Ее можно улучшить прямо сейчас, постараться. Блин, одной части не хватает. Так, опыт. Мы, наверное, пока прокачиваться-то не будем. Так, Харрет Джонс тут отдыхает, да? Что тут еще интересного есть? Кроме запчастей. Так, стрелочка. Зачем нам стрелочка? О, может тут и торговец есть?
The vampire hunters will never find us here. Old Bridget says you are one to trust.
Забавное оформление.
I cannot enter.
Что эта штука делает? А куда я выйду? Колье какое-то.
It's locked, all right.
Ага, типа. Так, тут типа шорткат в ночлежку, да? Эй! Блин, чё ж такие долгие загрузки? Так, ну ладно, надо тогда идти. Раз меня там не выпускают, то надо идти по сюжету. Блин. А, вот спуск. О, тут есть ниже спуск. А что тут есть пониже? О, здоров, мужик, а ты еще и это?
Are you all right, sir? What are you doing here?
I could ask you the same question. Don't you know this is a quarantine zone?
I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed. I'm investigating the epidemic. You had better get to a safe place while you still can.
Oh, really? Well, go investigate somewhere else and leave me be.
I beg your pardon.
I said go. Leave me alone, sir.
Странный чувак.
Sir, you haven't...
For fuck's sake. Do I have to punch you in the face?
It's my duty to insist.
I'm safe here. Don't you get it? I'm better off risking the flu than catching a bullet. Am I clear enough?
I see. Well, since you are obviously hiding from a threat, don't you have a safer place to go?
Do you think I'm stupid? The Night Asylum, the Turquoise Turtle, even Miss Gillingham's attic. I tried them all. No, this is my only chance.
Так, кто такой чувак? Окей, чувак, ну, хочешь здесь быть рядом с этими... Хочешь жить рядом с этими кровососами, тебе никто не запрещает. Так, шорткатик. Окей. Ладно, вернемся к кровососу. Стоп. Я в ту сторону не ходил. Чё им надо отливать? Почему мне не надо отливать? Превосходство иконов или эконов. То, что эконы являются самой заметной многочисленной разновидностью вампиров, не случайно. Эконы — настоящая элита бессмертных, и добавлю я. Только они способны оставаться на вершине пищевой пирамиды. Везде, где я бывал, смертным или бессмертными, правили только эконы. Эконы самые человечные, самые умные, самые образованные среди всех вампиров. Поймите меня правильно, я ничего не имею против более экзотических видов, таких как вулкоды, которые, как и мы, обладают даром бессмертия. Большинство из них способно принести пользу, если четко указывать им цель. Расизм. Однако у них нет самого главного качества — способности незаметно растворяться в толпе смертных. Поэтому клуб Аскалон должен принимать в свои ряды только эконов самого благородного происхождения. До тех пор, пока вулкоды подчиняются нашим законам, их в зависимости от обстоятельств можно использовать в качестве боевых псов или гончих. К счастью, наши примитивные дальние родичи по природе своей склонны подчиняться своим хозяевам. Так, ограбим бедную старушку.
Hello, Harriet. Do you recognize me?
Yes, you were from the Pembroke Hospital. The young doctor. So
А чье же тело валяется в
I have
больнице?
so many questions I need to ask you, Harriet. If you would.
I love questions. As for the answers, you may not like them.
Why did you come here?
And why not? This is where I live now. Leave me be.
Will you respect old Bridget's wishes? Will you obey her?
Bridget is kind. She only needs to keep me fed and I'll be good.
So you desire...
Yes, I'm with my own kind. Birds of a feather, so to speak. Poor Harriet. Always alone.
Your room. The blood. What brought you...
To see if I would be mourned.
Why flee with Sean Hampton?
Oh, it's always a pleasure to see a saint fall to sin. But the coward still won't kill.
Do you take pleasure in causing so much pain and sorrow?
Nobody gave a damn about me. Not a tear shed. Poor Harriet. Always the discarded.
How do you feel?
I can't see. I can't move. My body's burning.
Что с ней вообще такое?
Dying over and over again.
Have you tried to eat or drink something?
People here tried to feed me, but I'm just not hungry.
Блин, опять диалоги сами себе противоречат. То ее должны кормить, то она не может ничего есть.
It is not pain I feel. It's like I can't stop feeling every inch of my body. But at the same time, each muscle and bone is the wrong place.
I have a question of the utmost importance to ask. Will you answer?
Questions, questions, questions. The good doctor, always searching for answers.
Do you remember what you did after leaving the hospital? Did you kill anyone?
First, a question from me. You answer first.
Very well then. What do you want to know?
Are you like me? Are you also dead?
We are not dead, Harriet. Death no longer pertains to us. We are different.
I like what I am. I truly do. I relish the pain that courses through me.
I know you fled the hospital with Sean Hampton. Did you or Sean kill anyone in your flight? Anyone? Try and remember.
I will not lie. I wanted blood, and I wanted revenge, and Sean pulled me from it, brought me here instead. But the shadows heard my prayers. The shadows killed that bastard.
Не понял.
Who was that man? The one murdered in the street?
He used to be my landlord. I lived here for many years before falling ill. Oh, he was an awful man. Disgusting.
А кого она? Я что-то пропустил.
Cruel.
You sought vengeance by your own hand, and someone else obliged you. Very convenient. Don't lie to me.
I don't lie. I saw him near the docks, and rightly I wished him dead. And I am happy he is. It's true. But I didn't.
Тот парень.
I was too tired.
Рядом с которым охотник крутился.
Shadows? Tell me what you saw.
The shadows, they heard me and answered. Something in the deep
Типа она тень спроецировала на самом деле.
deadly. It asked me if I wanted revenge. I answered, yes.
And these shadows, this presence, do you still hear it? Was it a vampire? Did Sean see it?
It spoke only to me, and now it is silent, but it is born of hatred.
Так,
And it will kill again.
понятно.
And it hates you, Doctor. Oh, it hates you.
What makes you say that?
It whispered your name, Dr. Reed. It wanted to know who you were and where you went.
Questions about me? What did you say?
Nothing, Doctor. I said nothing. There was nothing it didn't already know. Oh, I'm
Да,
tired now.
что-то.
Let me rest.
Ну ладно. Так, по крайней мере, это вроде как не ее проекция была.
Found the answers you were looking for, young Ekon.
There is too much left unanswered. So many questions.
Get to know us, spend time with us, and I may be willing to answer more questions.
For how long have you been?
Skulls have been hiding under London since vampires first entered the city.
Where did you hide before the sewers?
We claimed ancient tunnels, forgotten caverns, catacombs. We are skulls, groveling beneath the feet of our makers.
Чё?
Your diction, your words. You do not carry yourself like most skulls I've encountered.
True. I'm not like most skulls.
You were once someone else. What happened to you?
It is as sad as it is long, young Ekon, but it will remain mine.
Ну хорошо.
Can I be of service to you?
We ask but one thing. Reveal to no one our secrets. Do not betray us.
Why do you live here, amongst the filth and vermin?
Live. Here we hide.
Она бы, наверное, могла бы. Сейчас. Как же ночь приятно, никто не донимает. Так, от чего ты прячешься-то?
What are you hiding
from? The guilt, the shame, from the hunters and the light, and of course, our past.
Why don't you leave the city? Hide somewhere far from the guard of Priwen, the Ascalon Club.
We are the sewer skulls. This is our domain. We have run as far as we can, and now we hide.
What manner of creature is Harriet? She is different from everyone else.
I really don't know. I'm not even certain she is a skull. I've no idea as to what blood made her.
What is a skull, in fact, in your honest opinion?
The progeny of a vampire, disavowed by her maker. Perhaps a fruitless branch of a noble tree. A word used to enslave us.
I cannot say.
You mentioned that vampire blood has tremendous potency. You believe it to be stronger than your own?
The vampire's sweet blood. That rich, dark wine that we crave. For it made us, and it can sustain us.
I thank you for your time, madam. I must go back to Hampton now.
Your kindness has been ample payment, Egon. To protect us, I'll close the access to our hideout, but you can use our shortcut to reach Mr. Hampton's shelter. Just follow the arrows.
Ну да.
Thank you, old Bridget. I hope we'll meet again.
Чё тут все странно? Так, тут открыто уже. Ну, выходим. Так, давай. Блин, да что ж ты мне не даешь-то дэшиться?
Welcome back, Dr. Reed. Would you like to take communion with me now?
Sean, are you eating raw flesh?
Человеческое.
It is the sacred flesh of the mortal lamb. Our Lord's bountiful transmutation for the sustenance of his believers.
А где ты его берешь? Что-то музыка такая.
Thank you, Lord. I am your most humble servant.
So, true to your word, you waited for my return.
I told you, Dr. Reed, I was a man to be trusted. Did you have words with the poor Harriet?
You make no distinction between the living and the skulls, do you?
We are God's children, Dr. Reed. One and all. And he's determined to save us.
Чего?
Does this place belong to you? How can you be so certain you can keep it open?
This warehouse was once property of the Dawson family, but has been bequeathed me through donation.
The Dawsons? The wealthiest family in London? Have they a clue as to what goes on here?
Они вампиры.
The donation was made before the war. The building was run down. I never met Aloysius Dawson myself.
Чего?
So you have the run of the place and no one's taken notice?
As long as we keep to ourselves, we interest no one. This is a haven, and I pray it remains so for eons to come.
А жрет-то он чё?
What will be the result if you continue?
For the last decade, that's what's been happening. And they found a better life. What's to change?
You're forgetting the epidemic. Things can go south very quickly. I've seen it.
Oh, these are terrible times. Only those pure of heart shall prevail.
Ooh.
You've turned Skal now. Don't you see the danger to anyone giving you their trust?
We are all sinners, awaiting salvation. This is a simple truth, ordained by the Lord Almighty. I am a seeker of his glorious light.
Harriet, Miss Jones has been behaving in a most violent manner. She's going to need special attention.
That's precisely the reason I brought her here. To meet old Bridget. She's the guy.
Да не совладает она с ней.
Who is this old Bridget?
I don't know, Doctor. She rarely speaks of her past, but I know she has a long one. She's likely the oldest soul in the city.
Harriet is possessed by her hatred. You cannot let her roam free. She's dangerous.
She has joined her own kind, Doctor. Old Bridget is a saint to the younger Scouts, guiding them to salvation and peaceful existence.
I believe I've learned all I need to know. I'm certain you've killed no one, but one day I believe you'll cross the line.
Logic is a false prophet. Faith is the only path to salvation.
What do you mean?
We have been blessed with God's eternity. We are the instruments of His divine will. We shall feed the hungry forever and ever. Amen.
I will strive to emulate your merciful nature, Sean, but it's a difficult pledge to make.
Give yourself over to God, Doctor. Expel your urges and kneel before the Lord in praise.
These urges. You know the hunger will never be satisfied.
I've come to embrace the everlasting craving. I have sworn to feed only upon the flesh of the dead. It is now my sacrament. Take, eat. This is my body. So saith the Lord.
Что он на это? Он 500 единиц опыта потерять не страшно. Вопрос в том, что он на это скажет.
My discoveries. Vampire blood would enhance your metabolism, perhaps even heal you. If what old Bridget says is true, I'll give you some of mine.
Так.
I'd rather not. It would be extremely awkward.
You have no choice, Sean. It's the only way to protect your chettle, those still amongst the living.
No, Dr. Reed. God made me this way. Who am I to disobey His will?
You believe that God's plan was for you to be abandoned at birth?
The Lord works in mysterious ways.
I can't imagine God intended for you to be molested by a priest in an orphanage.
Да блять.
Drink, friend.
No.
I said kneel and drink.
Да блять.
Now.
Ну посмотрим, что из этого выйдет. Забавно, что святые символы меня еще не трогают. Почему он пострадает-то? Почему район-то пострадает? Блять, это бред.
Another corpse thrown in the streets. Someone's playing a very sick game.
Ладно, хер с ним. А кто это?
I know this brooch. This is my mother's. A birthday gift from father. "29 Pretty Orchard Street. That's near Poplar's district. Why would this man carry off my mother's brooch? I must go there."
Так, ну, видимо, придется на этом завершать, потому что... Или нет? Не, еще немного поиграю.
Good evening, Mr.
Dr. Reed, can I be...
Did you see what...
Actually, yes. He was thrown from the roof like a vulgar log.
Who could...
Who? Well, a vampire, of course. Look, bite marks.
Why is it?
You didn't see it. He was dead before he hit the ground. The strength required to do such a thing, well, it beggars belief.
Who?
Who? Well, a vampire, of course. Look, bite marks on the neck and lacerations here. There is definitely a vampire close by.
Tell me, Ichabod.
He is a truly inspiring example. Dedicated, pious. His shelter is open to all, whoever they are. Most admirable.
Goodbye. And good hunting, Mr. Throckmorton.
Блин, я опять какую-то херню сотворил.
Good evening, Mr. Fishburne.
Yeah.
Пойдем, чувак. Ты мне не нравишься.
You tricked me good, Doctor. Tell me, who will take the blame for your murders now that I'm dead?
Так, а что мне за оружие дали? А, это какой-то одноручный, да? Ну... Это я готов принять на себя. Этот грех я готов на себя принять. Непонятно. Я тоже об этом думал, перевод это или чё, но... Вообще я вроде встречал тут именно неточности перевода, который был абсолютно понятно, так что, наверное, все-таки перевод. Да. Не получилось спасти, конечно, беднягу. Но теперь уже поздно метаться. Возможно, там в оригинале что-нибудь типа впитать. То есть более, ну, такое типа игра слов, как одновременно, чтобы было и как выпить.
There is a name engraved under the blood on the back of the case. Jack Gillingham. Maybe I should return this watch to his family.
Чё, кому, где? Ладно. Упс, я не туда немножко попал, ну. Блин. Гудбай. Отдохни немножко.
This is Braille. I need someone who can read this.
Средство от слепоты. Интересно. Немая чувиха вряд ли умеет Брайль читать, она ж не слепая. Так, пока, чувак. Так, кому часы-то эти надо отнести? Так, Ингрид Гиллиган. Так, к ней постучаться нельзя. Так. Оу, это сейчас было немного неприятно. Оу. Ну все. Так. А как к ним пройти-то? Или мне эти мешали постучать в дверь? Так, чё-то я не нахожу как... Ага, отсюда что ли? Трупик. Салон. Публичный дом это что ли был?
It's been a while since you last paid me a visit.
I came to visit you last night. Don't you recall?
Да вы шутите, то есть я прошел все это место. Я прям над их головами и не могу к ним спуститься? Так, надо биоавт сделать. Такс. Видимо, к ним надо по лестнице спуститься и зайти с этой стороны откуда-то, да?
Good evening, miss. I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed. May I come in?
I already took my medication, Doctor. But thank you.
I'm sorry. Your medication? Have we met before?
Don't tease me like that, Jack. Sorry, what?
I think I should come in, miss. I'd like to check if everything is okay, what with the epidemic spreading across London.
An epidemic, you say? How terrible. I had no idea. But where are my manners? Please do come in, Doctor. You are a doctor, yes?
О. Где был мужик? О, привет, парень, ты кто?
Good evening. I'm Dr. Reed. Do you need any help?
Rest assured, I will help you, sir. Martin Nightingale, at your service. Please, take a look
Ага,
at my
торговец.
wares.
Your merchandise.
None taken, sir. But please, I need to eat. Perhaps if you keep looking, you'd see something that takes your fancy.
Так, он здоров.
I found this watch. It belonged to Miss Gillingham, but I thought you might find it useful.
That makes sense. She would have forgotten about the watch by the next day.
If you say so.
Take this for your trouble, Dr. Reed. I will not forget your gesture, I swear.
What? There is no
I don't feel like...
Show me what you have to offer.
О. Чё? Странно. Очень уж странные у него товары. Так, что-то мы еще подобрали. Что-то еще интересно. А, коллекционку какую-то купили.
Good evening, young man.
There's no need to call...
Goodbye. Good evening, Miss Gillingham. May...
Of course. So, Dr. Tippett.
I told you my name is Jonathan Reed. Don't you remember?
Of course I do. I remember my name too. Gillingham. But you may call me Enid, Doctor. I'm very happy to see you again.
Enid, have you really no idea what happened to your son? No idea at all?
I've not seen Jack for so long.
Jack takes good...
He does indeed. My Jack is the best son a mother could ask for.
Tell me, Enid, why do you...
I know I'm a burden to my Jack. I know my mind and my thoughts are drifting away. I'm so sorry. I can't help it.
This is not your doing, Miss Gillingham.
Of course I don't, Doctor. I've done nothing wrong, I swear it. What exactly are we talking about here?
What can...
Oh, no. I don't got...
Is anyone taking...
My son is always here to take care of me. He's a good boy like that, but I do worry that he needs to start living his own life. I would never say that to him, of course.
Who are the...
What?
Goodbye, Miss Gilligan.
Да. Так, обберем бедную старушку. А чё, я уже все украл, что мог, что ли? Нет, еще не все украл.
It's locked.
Окей. Так, разобраться с тем, что... Ой, а чем она больна? Головная боль. У меня есть средства от головной боли.
Good evening.
Of course.
О, еще что-то не забрал.
So,
Do you require...
I'm glad you asked.
I'll try my best. Here, take this. And please, try to get some rest.
Thank you, Doc.
Goodbye, Miss Gilligan.
Так. Так, ну чё, можно прокачаться и отдохнуть. Посмотреть, насколько все станет плохо в районе. А еще я, наверное, могу улучшить своего... О, что-то новое. Лучная сыворотка, это хорошо. Так, я сейчас вот этой штукой махаю. Так, отлично. Че, еще оглушение или теперь урон? Наверное, урон. По очереди тут будем. Так, чем я еще пользуюсь? Теперь я больше ничем и не пользуюсь. Так, что я могу создать? И что мне вообще надо? Мне надо сыворотку. Так, мне пока хватит сывороток. А, точно. Прокачаться. $600 теневой. Так, мне нравится кровавый. Блин, с другой стороны 600 теневой. А этот я уже начал качать. Наверное, надо продолжать качать. Лучше, чем новый этот. Так, что у нас есть? Когти. Так, кровь получаем. А эти оглушают. Так, мне, наверное, больше хочется кровь. Оглушение у меня и так норм. Ну-ка, эти интересно, что умеют. Так, вот эта херня, отказаться бы от нее. И эта херня. Так. Надо вкачать жизни немного. Блин, а их... Так, у меня 220. Я смогу прокачать вот эти две. На самом-то деле. Ну и все, по ходу дела. Так, ну что, сейчас посмотрим, насколько все станет плохо. Чего? Так, вроде все в порядке. Так, Стелла. Стелле мы поможем. Так, с этим районом тоже порядок. Так, здесь... Ну да, тут все не очень. Так, ну в принципе все неплохо. Сейчас мы поговорим с Шоном.
Welcome back to my humble shelter, Dr. Reed. Are you here to subdue me again?
No, Sean. I just came by to see how you are.
I feel all right. Why'd you ask?
Are you still feeding on corpses?
No. It's almost as though the blood you forced me to drink has provided me eternal satisfaction.
How did you meet old Bridget?
When younger, I used to patrol the streets at night, searching for lost souls. This is how I met her. It took me 2 months just to get her name. Now we support each other.
Had you already visited?
Just once, and very briefly. Most of them are very discreet, and they see me as an outsider, even if I protect them.
You really are a saint, Sean.
Oh, no, sir, I'm not. But I know evil, and I believe
А чё ты не
goodwill and tenacity
восстановился?
can make this world a better place.
Would you let me listen to your chest, Sean?
No, Dr. Reed. You already forced me to drink your blood, and I thank you for that, for I feel better now. But it was quite an unpleasant experience.
It would help me greatly if you would allow me to give you a physical examination.
I said no. I'm no subject of medical examination, and I intend only to obey and to kneel before God.
Have you seen Harriet Jones?
No. She is with the sewers.
What happened at the Pembroke?
I guess we recognized each other. As Scals, I mean. She had but one thought. To punish. To get revenge upon everything and everyone. I realized I had to bring her here quickly.
But why did she fake her own death? There was so much blood in her room. She attacked patients, too.
I just lost her for a minute that night. When I found her, she had caused mayhem across the hospital. I slapped some sense into her, and we fled before getting caught.
What happened then?
We ran here through narrow streets and backyards. She kept saying that someone was talking to her in the dark, offering to avenge her. But I saw nobody.
How are things in your shelter?
Even if we're all children of God, I've always...
What do you...
A few years ago, a Skal decided to pay a nocturnal visit to my sleeping customers. He got caught licking their necks in the dark. Since then, I have added a lock to the door.
What if food became scarce? Wouldn't the immortals in your flock be tempted to feed on the living? Wouldn't you?
The Skals can feed on the dead, Doctor. And until Judgment Day, mortals will continue dying.
How is this?
I think it's acceptable. Fewer cake.
Farewell, Sean.
Так. Ну, в принципе, вроде как пока все не так плохо, как получилось с медсестрой. По крайней мере, пока его не надо убивать, в отличие от медсестры. Правда, с медсестрой, может, и так пришлось бы ее убивать. Так, а где это? О, привет. Тебя-то я искал.
Have you found the answers?
There is too much left.
Get to know us. Spend...
Thank you, old Brit.
Так, нет, тут ничего такого. Окей. Так, пойдем к чуваку.
Rodney, you're the man who killed that gang member, are you not? Is that why you are hiding in this godforsaken place?
Yes, I did. I did not even know his name.
Then why did you kill him?
That arsehole always mocked me for the color of my skin. Usually I let it go. But not that night. We fought. He died.
Whatever you've done,
I just wanted to teach him a lesson. Not kill him. I'm not responsible for a murder if I didn't want to commit it. It was an accident.
Believe me, Rodney, you won't survive here long. No matter what you did, you must go back.
I'll go back to the docks then. But if I die, remember that the blood of Rodney Grader will be on your hands.
Так. Так, что у нас еще осталось? Ага, вот это. Так, я вот что думаю. Надо все-таки на сегодня завершать. И идти спать наконец-то.